Jada, and I'm back with another video. So today I will be telling you guys about my labor and delivery story. I got a few clips, so it's like a mini vlog, but mainly the story because I couldn't record that much. So I will be telling you guys about that, and so stay tuned. It's so bad. Yeah, miss. Yeah, miss mommy there. So yeah, you guys. So I just had my son almost 2 months ago. He will be 2 months on December 1st. So I had him October 1st. And it was a crazy situation. You know, labor didn't go like how I thought it was gonna go. And I should have expected that. Like, you know, kind of been ready for that mentally in my head, but I kind of wasn't. I was just hoping I was gonna be done quick. It's gonna be fast and easy. And it kind of wasn't like that. So yeah, so I was due October 1st. I was due October 4th of 2018. So I was hoping he came before that anyway, like, you know, a little bit before the due date, so I didn't have to go all 40 weeks. But I wound up having him 39 weeks and what was it, 4 days, 4 or 5 days or something like that. So yeah, October 1st. So it was like a regular day, September 30th, and I was going into the hospital. Well, no, so I didn't have to go to the hospital, but you know, like when I woke up that day, I just wasn't feeling him move as much as he usually did. So I'm like, okay, this is not really normal. So I went for a walk, I ate something, and then I walked back home. I still didn't feel him move like how he usually do. So I'm like, maybe he was sleeping, but then I started getting a little worried. So I'm like, So I laid down for a little while, because you know, like at the doctor, they tell you drink something cold, eat something cold, and then lay down, and the baby should probably move. So I did that. I still didn't really feel him. It was like, okay, so I'm going to go to the hospital. So I went, you know, I didn't bring anything, so I'm not thinking I'm going to be getting admitted. So I go, they check me. You know, his heartbeat was there and stuff like that. But she was checking my water, and she was just like, yeah, the water is a little bit low. So I'm like, so what, you know, what does that mean now? This is my first baby. I never had any other kids, never been pregnant, anything like that before. So I'm new to everything. So she was just telling me, you know, I think it's best that we admit you and get you started right now, get you induced, and get the baby coming out. So, and it was like, the whole time I'm like, you know, all days before that, I'm just like, oh, I can't wait to have him, can't wait to have him. And when she told me I was getting admitted, I started crying. I'm like, oh my God, I'm really about to have a baby. I was so scared, y'all. Like, I was so freaking scared. I'm like, okay, yes, I gotta do this. So I got admitted, and I went to the hospital. It was like around 12 something. So when I finally got into my other like room where I was supposed to have a baby at, it was like around 2 something. She told me to order food because that was gonna be the last time that I ate. So I had ordered some food, and I had ate and everything like that. I called my mom. I called my mom, and then I called my boyfriend. And I was telling him like, okay, about to have a baby. This is it. So y'all need to come on down here and stuff like that. So my mom got there, and we were just talking and stuff like that. So I was finishing my food, and they said, you know, as soon as I was done, they was gonna start to induce me. So I was gonna get the balloon method. I guess that's new, you know, I'm not too sure, but it's just like when they put the tube up there and it's a balloon attached, and they have to put it in you, and they have to like blow it up. So pretty much it's gonna be enough to at least 6 hours, and they're gonna see how far you're dilated after that. But honestly, to be honest with you, when I seen the tube, I didn't think it was gonna hurt going in. It hurted going in. I didn't expect it to at all. I'm thinking like, oh, okay, and it hurted. I was like, it felt so bad, you guys. I'm like, oh my God. So, and then when at the time they put in the tube, I was already 1.5 centimeters. I had been 1.5 centimeters for a whole week at that point. So I had got the tube in there and everything like that. It was like around 4 o'clock when they had started that. So I started being induced, and it was a crampy feeling. Like I did feel cramps, you know, like it was kind of like it wasn't unbearable, but it was uncomfortable. So I was feeling cramps. So I'm like, okay, I guess it's working. You know, I'm getting dilated. Da 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 da. So I had the balloon up for like 5-ish hours or something like that. And when they came back in and they had took it out, I was 5.5 centimeters dilated. So I'm like, oh, so it did work. Like, I was shocked. You know, a lot of people say like go through the contractions, it'd be really, really painful even at that point. And I was like, oh, okay, so it wasn't as bad as I thought. I was, taking it and stuff like that, just trying to handle the pain, because I really wanted to have him natural. I didn't want any medicine, none of that type of stuff. So I was just taking the pain. I'm like, okay, so I don't feel like these little cramps, so that's good. Y'all, I'm back. It's like, ain't it 8 o'clock? No, it's like 9:15 or something like that. So they took my balloon out. I'm 5 centimeters, and now I just got Pitocin to make the contractions come harder. So we will see what's gonna happen and how soon the baby will be here, and if I'm gonna get epidural or not. But they said my contractions was coming 3 minutes apart, and I just wasn't even feeling them. So we're gonna see what happened with the Pitocin and see if they make them come harder or not. I'm gonna keep y'all updated. So once they took the balloon out, they put the Pitocin. Yeah, I think that's it. The Pitocin, like the more induced medicine, and they was putting it at smaller doses. So I was having that. I was still just trying to walk around because it got a little bit more intense, the pain. Like it started hurting a little bit more. So I was just trying to walk around and stuff like that, and just try to, not lay in one spot and just try to keep it moving. Hey, my YouTube fam. So I know I'm giving y'all late updates, but it's like 3 in the morning, and so they took my balloon out at 8:48 or something like that, and I was 5 centimeters. So they put me on Pitocin. They were slowly doing the doses, so now I'm at 7. At 7 for a dose, I think. Yeah, so I'm 7 at a 7 dose, I believe so. A 6. I'm at a 6. So they've been slowly pumping it up, and it's like when I had the balloon, I had got it's the medicine through the IV, and I feel like it's still in because I'm not really feeling the contractions like that at all. And so yeah, but I'm getting the pressure. My mucus plug came out, like it's bleeding, leaking, whatever. My water haven't bust yet though, but I do feel the leakage. So right now I'm just decided to get up and walk instead of laying in the bed. So yeah, I just decided to get up and walk around instead of laying in bed because I'm hoping that'll help push the contractions down more. They haven't checked me again yet though, so I don't know how many centimeters I am. They were saying I was too relaxed, so I probably didn't go up any. But another nurse was saying that that's probably not true, and I could just be taking these contractions as a champ. So we soon shall see. But I have felt them get a little bit stronger when I was laying down. Now as I'm walking, to be honest, I do feel more relaxed. Like I'm not really getting them. Maybe because it's just helping. It's a little pressure, but not that much. So we will see what's gonna happen. I know I've been messing up with the updates, y'all, but I was trying to sleep a little bit because everybody else is asleep, and I kind of just can't. Like I'm kind of going in and out of sleep. Yes, just because I'm so ready in a sense. So I don't know. I'm nervous. I was not expecting to be in here. Oh look, y'all see that? That's a water birth room. I would have loved to have a water birth, but we don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna keep y'all updated though. So overnight, I really didn't even sleep that night. Like I just couldn't go to sleep for some reason. So I was just up, and I was really only drinking water. I had a little bit of pop, but that was it. Like they was kind of giving me Sprite and stuff like that if I really wanted it. So that was that. And I was just up trying to walk around, leaning up on the bed, just trying to move around my room and all of that other type of stuff. So once, morning hit, it was daylight. Like, what time was it? Maybe like 8 in the morning. They told me that they was going to come back and check me. But they told me that, like, around midnight, they was going to come back and check and see how far I dilated later on. So I'm waiting because I'm like, maybe I did dilate more because the pains were starting to get more painful. So she finally checked me around 8 something in the morning, I think. And I was still kind of at the same spot. And I'm just like, really? I was like, upset. I'm like, oh my God, I've been in labor for this long. I'm just kind of ready to get him out. So I had to still wait. They upped my Pitocin. So I'm just waiting on that. But the contractions did get harder. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to get the epidural. Because I was just like, I'm not feeling it. It was hurting. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to get the epidural. And at that point, I was 6 centimeters when I got the epidural. So I was right there. And then, so once I had got it, you have to be on the bed after that from that point on for the rest of the labor because you can't be walking around. So once I got the epidural, I got like really itchy. I guess from the, they were saying it was from the medicine. So I got super itchy. So I was like really irritated and they had to keep on flipping me and moving me every time I got comfortable to even try to fall asleep. So they just kept flipping me and moving me to try to get his heartbeat and see like, about that. And my contractions was coming stronger, but of course I couldn't feel them. So with that, I guess, after a few more hours, they said he was getting stressed out in there. Like, he just was tired and stressed out. And so they had to, or they was going to try to wait a little bit longer. But before that point, they had bust my water bag. So they were saying, of course, of course we couldn't stay, like he couldn't stay in there without the water bag for only so long. So we just was going to wait it out a little bit longer and wait. Then they finally had came in. It was like, okay, so his heart rate is going down. It's like he's getting really stressed out from the epidural and the contractions and all that other type of stuff. So a few minutes after that, a bunch of doctors rushed in. Was just like, yeah, so we're going to have to do a C-section because, we're going to have to do a C-section because, we want to make sure both you and baby are safe. And from the looks of it, like, you're not dilating. And then he's getting stressed. So I'm like, okay. But a part of me just broke down crying because I really didn't want to get a C-section. I'm just like, oh my God. I was really nervous. And it's my first baby, so I'm already nervous about labor. And then I really was nervous about a whole C-section because I never had any surgeries or anything like that before. So just more, that made me even more nervous. So they moved everybody that was in my room to like another little spot, moved us out of there. They moved me into the operating room. My boyfriend had to suit up and come in there. And then once I got in there, I just started asking a bunch of questions because on the operating table, it's bright, it's a lot of doctors. And I'm just like, I started kind of freaking out a little bit, like I kind of panicked. So I started asking a bunch of questions. And then because you have the IV in you already, so they putting these different medicines in your IV to numb you. So within a few minutes of them putting it in there, I was going numb already, especially on top of the epidural, like you really couldn't feel nothing, at least from legs down. But, and there was one medicine they gave me, like you made me kind of queasy, so I had to throw up. But I only threw up like the little pop that I had, so it wasn't, nothing big. So that was that, and then I just kept on asking a bunch of questions like, so what's happening next, what's going on, da-da-da-da-da, and I just was so nervous, y'all. And they had me laying out like this with my arms out, so, and I kind of could move my arms, like move my neck and stuff, but the rest of it was just like, no. But you do, as you're getting cut, you do feel pressure down there, like it is pressure. You will feel pressure, and that's the only thing I kept on saying the whole time. I'm like, pressure. It's like you feel them inside, kind of like getting the baby, moving the baby, or like moving your body parts inside in there. So like, but it's not painful, you know what I mean? Like you do feel it, but it's not painful. You feel something down there. So that was that. And once they finally got him out, like he came out hollering. So he had came out. Procedure went so quick, like it went so quick, but it kind of didn't. So it was like an type of thing. So once he came out, they weighed him, everything like that. And then they laid him like on top of here. I will insert some pictures like that. They laid him on top of here. But it was like I was trying to hold him, but he was kind of too heavy for me to just have my arms, and he was like right up on my neck. So I'm just like, if somebody gotta get him. So him and his dad, my boyfriend, did what's it called? Like the chest, skin to skin. Yeah, they did skin to skin. So they bonded when he came out, stuff like that. So that was really nice. And once they set me back up, they moved me over to my room. Well, no, they moved me like to like a transitioning room, but they get my papers ready, get my room ready that I'm gonna be in and stuff like that. Because when you have a C-section, you gotta stay in the hospital for at least 3 to 4 days just to see how you're recovering and see what's going on with your body. So once I finally got to my real room, they wheeled me in on the bed, and it's, you know, my other bed. So they actually make you move yourself, like you have to lift up onto your new bed. And I was so shocked, but it was like, you know, I had to do it. So it wasn't as bad, but you do, like, you just had surgery, so you feel it. And every few hours they come in, check on you. They give you your pain medicine, you know, ask you how much pain are you in, see what's going on. And also, like, they push up on your stomach. That's painful. I think that was probably one of the painfulest parts, from them pushing up on my stomach after you just had the surgery, because, you know, like, it hurt it real bad. And so yeah, but within my by 12 o'clock, you know, like, I had them October 1st, so by midnight I was up walking. Like, I had got up to walk, like my nurse wanted me to try, and I was like, okay, fine, I'm ready to try, because I wanted to get in the shower. I just felt so itchy and stuff like that, still from all the pain medicine that they had gave me. So by midnight I had got up to walk, and I was walking, but, you know, I wasn't walking perfectly, but I was up and moving, and they want you to be up and moving just so that you don't get blood clots and stuff like that. So I was up by midnight, and like October 2nd, I was able to take a shower, you know, later on that day, maybe like 9 in the morning or something like that. I was able to take a shower, so I was so happy, but I still had the itching. Like, your body just felt so itchy. So, and then mind you, I was up the whole night. Like, when I first had them, I don't know, I couldn't sleep, so I was just up from that. October 2nd, like later on that day, maybe like 1 o'clock, I had took like a real good nap, and I woke up and I felt so much better. I guess just from being on all the medicine and stuff like that. And I woke up and I felt so great. I wasn't itching no more. And they told me it was gonna take like a day or so for the itching to stop. So I felt super good about that, and I just was up. I was eating. Even after the surgery, they had me eat something. So I was doing really good, and I was so thankful for that, because, you know, C-sections can go really bad. But I was so happy that it went so good, and I was eating, walking, drinking, and it was just like, it was painful getting off the bed, kind of like lifting yourself up, because those two pieces are still trying to combine back together. So. What you talking about? What you talking about? Huh? But yeah, so them two pieces are trying to combine back together, so it is a little painful. It was just more painful getting up out of the chair, trying to get up out of the bed, and sometimes maybe trying to get in the bed to lift your legs over. So it was kind of painful doing that. But other than that, it was okay. It wasn't as bad as I thought. But I still really wish I could have had him natural, because I really, really wanted to. So yeah, that was the only downfall about that. But I'm just so thankful that he's here. And I know you guys want to know his name. His name is Baby Major. He will be 2 months, December 1st. And he don't want to stand up. He usually do. Like, he's a really good baby, really advanced and stuff. But yeah, he's probably being a little lazy right now. So yeah, his name is Major. I had him October 1st at 2:39. And he weighs 7 pounds 6 ounces. I'm sorry. He's 7 pounds 6 ounces. So yeah, my first baby, a boy. I was so happy, and I was so excited to see him. Just like, you know, that it was finally over being pregnant. So yeah, I was super excited to see him. It's a really beautiful thing, like, when you have a baby. It's so different, and it's just like a good experience, even after all the pain that you go through for your little person. So yeah, and then I did breastfeed for a little while. You know, at the hospital they really encourage it. So I did breastfeed for a month. I'm really proud of that, because, you know, a lot of people don't breastfeed. They don't even do it at all, and it's challenging. So yeah, so I did breastfeed for a month, and now he's on formula. So he's doing really good though. He will be getting his 2-month shots in 3 days, so I'm so nervous about that. But I will update you guys and do monthly updates on Major so that you guys can see how he's growing. And thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, like, and comment. Comment down some video ideas that you guys want to see. I will have a hair video coming up either before this or after this. That's why I will have on the same thing in that video. So if I recorded the same day, so it might be either before this or after this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and I will be back with another one for you guys. Bye.